What is going on, guys? It's me, Zane, back here doing another episode of Clash Royale. In this episode, guys, I am going to go ahead and show you guys a good deck. Well, it's a troll deck that basically I think you would love. You might love it. I don't know. It's just debatable because I've went on a streak. It was good. One loss and 2 victories, and then I got a defeat, and then I got a draw. So it's one of those decks where you can troll somebody or you can lose. It's either a win or a lose deck. You can either win or lose. It's just debatable. It's just that simple. So with the cards that I use in this troll deck, you can use it if you have these cards, or make substitutions. If you don't have Musketeer, archers. Don't have barbarians, mini P.E.K.K.A. Or a tank that would be, usable would be a not a knight, a prince right here, the prince right there. So if you don't have minions, baby dragon. If you don't have goblin horde, fireball. If you do not have the skeleton horde, that would be either, I would say, a freeze spell, because that's how overwhelming that card can be. So with this deck, you have Skeleton Horde, Goblin Barrel, Spear Gobs, Barbarians, Minion Horde, Knight, Musketeer, and Goblins. So with this deck, it is pretty good. It does have 3 upgrades. It is a average elixir cost would be 3.6 if you had the right troops. But if you don't, it would probably be less or more. So let's go ahead and get on into it and do it. Let's go see who we control, who we can win up against. If we can win, that'll be pretty good. If we don't win, well, we won't win, and that is how you win or lose in this deck. So with this deck said, you have a lot of things that you can do. You have a lot of things that will happen inside of this deck. So as you can see, Witch and Musketeer coming up into here, trying to do their best up against this deck. Drop a Minion Horde, and that will distract. Not really. It will do a good number until it happens. So I normally drop the Knight right after, because he'll either drop a a bomber or something behind that. It's just debatable what happens with this level 6 player, of course. As you can see, save your elixir, put a distraction out there for that baby dragon, and then put your minions, or if it gets taken out by the tower, or the tower will get damage from that baby dragon, or any type of troop like minions, minion horde, something like that. It's just debatable how you use this deck. So with this, I have to have a counter for that giant pushing up that left side. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw a goblin barrel down. Since he can't hit you, there is no use for him at all when he's attacking. So with this said, we walk away with that, and as you can see, bomber comes out. We go ahead and drop our spear gobs right side, knight to cancel out that musketeer. We do have 86 hit points, 876 hit points on that guy right there. So as you can see, another distraction and a minion horde, another distraction, and a minion in the spear gobs. It's actually working towards the advantage of this deck. So this deck is, sometimes it could be a counter deck. Sometimes it could be a, straight up defense deck. Then you push. It could be a deck that cannot win. It's just debatable what you do with this deck. And as you can see, good damage that he's applying to my troops. But as you can see, I'm coming up with a good push with the minion horde and the good attacks that I'm doing. As you can see, making this hard for him to defend, bringing my musketeer in here and taking out that tower with the musketeer. Now we have to hold off up against him. So here we go with skeleton horde. Match is over right there. 1 crown victory to 0 crowns. So that's actually pretty good. He could have scored if we wouldn't have done a lot of counters. So with this deck, you can win or lose. It's just debatable what you go for or how you want to use it. If you want to lose with the deck, you can lose with this deck. It's just debatable on that. I will, in the next episode of Clash Royale, probably show this strategy again, but with 2.0, and show you guys how to do it the other way around with this deck with placement. So, actually, I'm going to go ahead. Goblin Barrel, his tower, distractions always work up against his deck, but those barbarians ain't going to help at all. We do get some damage to that tower, but here he comes with a good deck, or with a good counter, but I'm going to go ahead and put a distraction down. Here comes a giant. Don't have that much elixir saved up, so we cannot place the troops when I wanted to. So, Skeleton Army sometimes does the trick. It depends what he wants to counter with, but it looks like no counter, and he's going to get a little bit of damage onto my right tower. Here we go with a skeleton army of his own, and I'm going to go ahead and drop the level 7 minion horde. He's going to probably arrow that. I do not know. As you can see, 2 swords are dropped onto the battlefield. Actually, he's going to go ahead and, not throw that. He's going to throw a minion horde down instead of a good counter like I was expecting him to arrow, but he did not arrow. So, okay, what I got to do here is defend up against this knight that he has, and of course the minion horde that he's bringing up. I'm going to go ahead and just take him out, and that's going to work. We're going to get some damage. It don't look like any damage is going to be done onto that tower. Now we got to, once it gets in range, destroy the archer and move on with the minion horde and good skeleton. We need to put a skeleton army out there. Even though mine's a level 1 or level 2, it will do some damage to his player or his tower. So his tower is getting damaged. It might go down. That's just debatable. Yes, it does go down 1 crown to his none right now. What I got to do is counter him, and here he comes with the big counter right there. That was a big counter. Here comes his push with his knight. I'm going to go ahead and drop my other knight, and we do have spear gobs to help distract, and I will be probably walking away with a victory here. It's just debatable what I want to do. If I save my elixir, do all the things I want to do, and save, and save. Actually, we're about to take down that tower, and bye-bye, baby, to that tower of his. Here we go with it looks like a 2 crown victory. Well played and a good game for him, because nothing was going to happen there. It was going to wrap up with me winning, of course, and him losing. So, time was the factor in that. Live attack, of course, and that really didn't help him. I'm going to go ahead and open this this golden chest and see what we get. A lot of good things that's going up right there in the air. Right there, that's pretty good. We have a lot of things to go through, though. With those 2 victories, that is pretty good. I guess it's going to show you in this video how to win or how to lose if we can pull away with this victory up against this level 7, because it's kind of hard for me to defend up against a level 7 with this deck. I'm going to go ahead and say thanks, since he said thanks. He's going to go ahead and defend. I'm going to go ahead and Goblin Barrel his tower, and of course he's going to send them witches, the dirty witch, down the aisle, and she's not going to get that much damage. As you can see, here we go with a level 8 minion horde coming up here, and we have some problems with a duel with that prince, and the prince is going to get some distraction, and that's going to take him out. He's going to get a little bit more damage, and I'm going to go ahead and push up with the knight and the musketeer. He is going to drop a Tesla tower, of course, and a cannon blocking off any hit points onto that tower. It looks like no. See what I said. But anyways, as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and drop me a barbarians. Barbarians work with this attack strategy. Anything that you can do. Goblin barrel, he does zap, taking out that thing, but I am gonna get some damage, and he is using a level 8 goblin. So I have level 7. That's not going to help me too much. I have to save my elixir right now. If I do not, I will lose. Because of his troop level that he has coming up. Minions, I do take them out because of my tower helping me. So, a wizard ain't gonna... I have not had a defense up against a wizard, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop the barbarian, see how good that works. Here we go. Probably a zap, or a lightning spell. Nope, witch comes down. I will be using a good thing there. That's a good strategy. Trying to win, try to take out that his troops here. Skeleton army is always gonna do the trick. Sometimes it just depends with this deck. Here we go with a good push, but I am going to do a good push here. He's probably going to do a defense. Yes, he is. I knew he was going to do a defense, just didn't know what he was going to use. And he used his minion horde, level 8 minion horde, if I say so. Good zap on his part. Good zap to my tower, and he does have a level 8 goblins, so here we go into overtime, it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and push up with the barbarians, and I will be using a goblin, something with goblins right there. It looks like we're going to possibly take out his thing in overtime. 3 wins. That was actually pretty good. I will be showing you guys my loss in this deck, so we can walk away with at least showing you guys, or I can walk away with at least showing you guys a loss with this deck and showing you guys what to use with this deck. With this deck, it's kind of hard to lose. It just depends what you do. As you can see right here, actually, yeah, this is the right, loss to show you. Because with this deck, you can do anything. I said good luck and the thumbs up with a smiley face. He said thumbs up with a smiley face. And I went ahead and said, let's do this. How to lose with this deck is what I'm going to show. So, he has good cards on his, on the top of your screen. It looks like good cards. Knight gets dropped. It looks like I'm going to throw a goblin horde. A goblin barrel should not have did that. That was a bad mistake. As you can see, he took advantage of what I just made a mistake on. With this deck, you can make mistakes. You can make bad mistakes. Skeletons drop there. Skeleton horde. Skeleton army, I should say. Because that's only 9. So, his, knight's about to go down. We only have 1, no hit points on that tower yet. He does have a lot of hit points on mine, and that's not going to help me at all. So, as you can see, he's above, he's kicking my butt in elixir. He is ahead of me in elixir. Now I'm ahead of him. But here we go with knight and musketeer push right there, and he still has his Valkyrie. Bad move. Very, very bad move. But I had to defend my tower. You guys might say it is a good move or it ain't a good move. I do not know what you guys think on that. It could be a good move. It could be a bad move. I do not know. It looks like I have 1,626 hit points on that. We have a problem here with a push that might be developing with that Valkyrie and archers. So I go ahead and drop the musketeer, trying to save my or try to distract him with my spear gobs and musketeer. But it's not going to help me. It's not going to help me at all. It's really not going to help me in this deck pushing. As you can see, right here is when I mess up. I send skeleton army to try to put push down spear gobs and everything else. And here we go with another trying to save my push. You know, that push right there, but it's not going to work. All those things. And plus you have a Valkyrie. It's not going to work. Nothing worked. None of these counters really worked for me. Tell me in the comments if it really worked for you. It didn't work for me at all. And the time is winding down. I was like, shoot, I'm not gonna let him get that King Tower. But tell me in the comments if he was gonna get that King Tower. Honestly, I think he would have got that 3 crown victory up against me if he had more time. Honestly, he would have. I think that that's what would have went down like that. That is the thing that would have went down, but it did not. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode of Clash Royale, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of any content that I release onto this channel, onto my channel, shall I say. Peace out, guys.